Local news is a story that affects the community at large.
It's nurturing the local community.
It involves engagement.
Community building.
Reflects the population and its concerns across multiple publics.
And essentially where we need to take notice and need to take action.
Discuss the issues and debate the issues that are important to them.
It's only news if something goes off the rails and goes wrong, and that's when people want to fix it. And that's why journalism and news is essential, because people need to know when things aren't working right, because that's the first step to fixing them.
The Washington Post has a tenuous relationship with local news because nobody feels like they really live in Washington, and the people who do live there aren't covered.
At a time when auto plants were closing and all that, we had in Oshawa, there's a GM plant there, and a lot of it was understanding, what do these closures mean to actual people?
Often the kind of broadcasts that we see about poverty, whether it's local news, national news, regional news, is told from a charity perspective and not from their voices. And so the most impactful kinds of local news content and broadcasting that I've been part of is when self-representation is involved.
There is a strike happening in Halifax at the Halifax Chronicle Herald, and without a local news source, people in that community have no idea what's going on.
There is a for-profit plasma clinic that's opened up in the town where I'm from. And cutting to the end of the story, it's that money that's being used from that, CSIS believes is going towards nuclear arms in Iran.
The internet is great because it tells you the things that happen all around the world, but most of them don't affect you. It's what happens at home that's important to people.